plunging into the unseen wound. Feel it? That quiet ache in your chest as you scroll past the world's fresh fractures. The shutdown's fragile truth still humming with unspoken resentments. Maga's triumphant roars clashing against the hush of unpaid dreams resurfacing. You fought for healing like a warrior in the dark. Therapy couches worn thin, journals ink-stained with pleas for peace. Nights whispering affirmations into the void, begging for the day the pain dissolves like mist at dawn. You imagined it as euphoria eternal, boundaries ironclad, triggers silenced, a soul unscarred, floating above the fray. But stop, breathe. Let the illusion shatter here, now. Carl Jung, that relentless cartographer of the psyche's wild frontiers, didn't peddle such fairy tales. In the shadowed halls of his Bergholtzli clinic, amid patients whose souls screamed from the abyss of war and loss, he witnessed the raw alchemy of true transformation. Healing, Jung revealed in memories, dreams, reflections, isn't erasure, it's excavation. Not the banishment of your shadow, that feral undercurrent of rage, envy, and wild yearning you've chained in the cellar, but its deliberate embrace. The healed don't ascend to bliss. They descend into wholeness, emerging not softer, but forged, capable of wielding the dark with a lover's tenderness and a blade's precision. If your wounds no longer bleed at every prick, if old ghosts murmur rather than howl, you're not fine. You're initiated. Today, we descend together into 7 seismic signs of shadow integration, Jung's hidden harbingers of a psyche reborn. These aren't surface scratches, they're soul-deep revelations, each a lantern illuminating how your suffering has sculpted an invincible core. Feel the pull? The first sign awaits, whispering of projections lifted like veils from your eyes. Linger with me. The light at the end is yours to claim. Sign 1. Projections dissolved. Mirrors cleared of venomous ghosts. Recall that moment. The sting of a lover's offhand word slicing through you like glass, igniting an inferno of accusation. How dare they? Manipulator, betrayer, the villain in my endless saga. Your heart races, fists clench, and in that blaze, reality warps. Their flaw becomes your gospel truth, a projection flung from the unlit corners of your soul. Jung named this the psyche's cruelest illusion in Ion. Shadow projection laced with absolute conviction, where denied fragments of yourself, your buried deceit, your simmering spite, are exiled onto the other, rewriting the world to absolve you. It's not malice, it's madness, a neural slight that turns you into an unwitting poisoner. Relationships crumble under its weight, friends branded foes, colleagues cast as conspirators, all while you stand innocent, heart aching with righteous grief. Jung's consulting room echoed with such tragedies. One patient, a scholar devoured by paranoia, saw treachery in every glance. His own unowned ambition mirrored back as enemies plotting his fall. Wars, too. Nations projecting collective shadows onto the other, birthing holocausts from personal hells. The unhealed I, Jung wrote, is a funhouse mirror, distorted, devouring, dangerous. You don't just see flaws, you need them external to survive the terror of your inner void. But oh, the exquisite rupture when integration stirs. Healing doesn't blind you to harm, it recalibrates your gaze. That lover's word lands, not as arrow, but as echo. Pause. Inhale the space between hurt and hurl. Your whisper shifts. What of me dances here? My fear of abandonment, cloaked in their slight? Jung christened this conscious discrimination, the healed soul's scalpel, severing your gravel from their stone. No more villains scripted in your mythology. Motivations bloom ambiguous, human, worthy of wonder. You've traded the certainty of condemnation for the courage of curiosity, observing without ownership, discerning without destruction. Feel the liberation? A tightness in your throat eases, shoulders drop as if shedding invisible armor. Jung's veteran analysand, scarred by battlefield betrayals, wept when he first saw his captain's cruelty as his own unclaimed vulnerability. No more nightly rages, just quiet reclamation. You're no longer a hazard, a shadow caster unwitting. You're a beacon, safe harbor for the raw and real. This clarity, it's your first resurrection, the veil torn. Yet it births a deeper ache. If projections fade, what of the heart's boundless pour? The second sign beckons, promising empathy not as flood, but as fierce, chosen flame. The river calls, wade in. Sign 2, empathy's evolution, from endless absorber to sovereign stream. Invelings envision the weight. Your sister's unspoken sorrow seeps into your bones during a casual call. Your boss's veiled frustration coils around your gut like smoke at dawn. You nod, absorb, transmute their turmoil into your own. Believing this porous heart your sacred curse, a gift that binds you to the world's wounded. Tears well unbidden, exhaustion follows like a shadow at heel. Jung pierced this veil in psychological types, labeling it inverted vampirism. Not predation, but permission to be preyed upon. The unhealed empath, he observed, invites depletion, their anima unbound, flooding boundaries till the self drowns. Why this surrender? Shadow whispers, if I hold all, I'll never be alone. Jung's empaths, visionaries drained by familial tempests, collapsed into numbness, their intuition a siren luring ships to self-shipwreck. The toll etches deep, relationships parasitic, your light dimmed to serve their dark. You fix, forgive, forget your fractures. Resentment festers, a slow poison. Jung's clinic bore witness. A nurse, empath to the core, mirrored her patient's agonies till her own voice vanished, awakening an analysis to the terror of her unclaimed no. Healing doesn't cauterize the channel, it carves it, conscious. Selective empathy emerges, not stingy, but sacred. Your radar hums eternal, the subtle tremor in a friend's laugh, the undercurrent of envy in a colleague's praise. But now, you direct the flow. Jung framed it as anima harnessed, feminine force no longer torrent, but tributary, poured where reciprocity reigns, withheld where it wounds. That sister's sorrow? You hold space, offer insight, but guard your depths. I hear you. What's one step you can take? No more vessel emptied, your river carving your path. The shift aches sweetly, a grief for the old martyrdom mingled with fierce freedom. Takers recoil. You're distant now, walled off. But you've claimed the shadow of refusal, the anima's edge that says, my energy is mine to steward. Jung's healed empath, once sibling sync, uttered her first boundary and tasted air, pure, untainted. No loss of depth, gain of discernment, empathy as ally, not anchor. This sovereignty stirs unease. If feeling chooses you, what of seeing? That piercing gaze that once isolated like a curse. The third sign unfolds, vowing vision not as exile, but as elegant exchange. The veil thins, peer through. Sign 3. Perceptions pivot, from alien oracle to harmonious harbinger. The room hums with unspoken scripts, alliances forged in glances, wounds veiled in wit, a web of psyches pulsing beneath the polite patter. You know it all, Jung's differentiated intuition, that archetypal lens in the archetypes and the collective unconscious, unveiling the unconscious like stars in daylight. Unhealed, its torments thrown. Precision becomes prison. You dissect motives mid-conversation. Facades flake under your stare. Small talk sours to ash. Friends flee the exposure. Lovers bristle at your unspoken verdicts. You're the seer in exile, gifted with God's eye, yet humanly adrift. Your superiority, a solitary spike in connection's sea. Jung lived it raw, post-Freud schism, visions of bloodied Europe flooding his nights, isolating him as the mad prophet no one heeded, until the Red Book grounded the gale, illumination. Bow burden bows you, insight isolates, depth demands solitude. Your gift, a gilded cage echoing with loneliness's lament. Jung's intuitives wandered lost. An artist, perceiving collective undercurrents, shunned gatherings till her visions devoured her canvas alone. Shift. Healing doesn't hood the hawk, it teaches flight and formation. Balance blooms, intuition allied with sensation's soil, thinking's tether, functions woven, no one dominating the dance. You perceive the web, yes. The envy threading a compliment, the grief gilding a grin. But modulate. Plumb depths with kindred spirits, skim surfaces with strangers. No urge to exhume every secret. Perceptions perch like birds on your shoulder, released when ripe, rested when not. Jung's integrated seers, like the philosopher once paralyzed by patterns, mastered this. See the all, share the apt. Conversations cascade, profound in privacy, playful in public. Your presence a bridge, not a breach. Pilgrims may rise here, a tender mourning for the lonely oracle you were. Joy blooming for the connector you are. Shadow integrated. The anima's flood tamed, ego's loom weaving sight into symphony. No dulled blade, sharpened sheath, vision voluntary, vulnerability veiled till trusted. Yet sight's clarity invites assault. Gaslighters' gales, twisting your truth to their tempest. The fourth sign fortifies, reality as root, unyielding. The horizon beckons, stand firm. Stiffness, reality's root, gaslight scale, gently parted. Their words land like lead. You're imagining it. Paranoid, oversensitive, the storm in your teacup. Your pulse quickens, not with fury, but a flicker of fracture. Am I the villain they sketch? Unhealed, the doubt devours. Jung's reality distortion fields in 2 essays on analytical psychology, where projections pierce like fog, eroding sovereignty. Shadow unclaimed, you seek salvation in their script, validating your felt world externally, gaslight's grip tightening as self-trust slips. Jung's diplomats and dreamers fell, a consul, shadowed by superiors' slanders, unraveled his maps of truth till therapy replanted the flag. Erosion etches, intentions questioned, emotions eclipsed, your inner compass spun wild. You bend to their certainty, psyche pleading for peace and surrender. Integration roots you resolute. Projections patter harmless, rain on ancient oak. You know. Felt truths etched eternal, intentions illuminated, landscape yours alone. No argument, acknowledgement. Your view, my vantage, Jung's. Unshakable conscious discrimination, ego enthroned, shadow sentinel, renders you untouchable, not aloof, but anchored. Arrogance absent, assurance absolute. The gaslighter storms, you survey, serene, stepping shoreward. Jung's reclaimed consul, mid-meeting mirage, affirmed her calm. I felt clarity, your chaos' chronicle. Liberation washed over, tears of reclaimed rain. This fortress frees the chained, repetitions real, spinning fates anew. The fifth sign severs, cycles as choice, not curse. The wheel turns, grasp it, Gruth, Russia. Sign 5, repetitions ruin, scripts shattered, choices claimed. The familiar dirge, lovers who linger then flee, mentors who promise then pilfer, faces flux, but the fracture's refrain endures. Fate's cruelty, you mourn, tears tracing old tracks. Jung unmasked the masquerade in symbols of transformation, repetition compulsion, psyche's poignant plea, revisiting trauma's theater, scripting encores in vain hope of variant endings. Unhealed, your unwitting auteur. Shadow summons saboteurs, your unowned ache advertising. Replay me, birthing the eternal victim's vigil. Jung's lovers looped loss, an architect erecting relational ruins, till analysis unveiled his blueprint. Childhood voids calling contractors of chaos. Missions, PEM cards. Patterns persist, self-blame simmers, freedom feels fable. You orchestrate oblivion, believing, buffeted by winds. Melts healing halts the haunt. Consciousness cracks the code. Mid-scene, the script stutters. This act, I've auditioned before. No trance tread into torment, deliberate detour. Wound woven into wisdom. not vanished but voiced. You cease the summons, signals shifting to summoners of synergy. Life lobs likenesses, yes, existence's echo, but no longer lured, you lead. Jung's architect, spotting the scaffold, chose canvas over collapse. I build now for me. Solace surged, grief for ghosts, gratitude for ground. This severance sows sovereignty. Opposites embrace, the six signs' sacred strain. Paradox pulses, yield to it. Paranoias, pledged. Paradox's palace, tension held, treasures tempered. Bora, sexism. Celante's siren, worlds winnowed to white night winds. Black-hearted losses, nuance banished, archetypes enthroned. Unhealed, possession prevails. Jung's enantiodromia inverted in psychological types, extremes eclipsing essence. Warrior righteous, savior supreme. Ambiguity annihilates, anxiety averted in absolutes. You cleave, ally or adversary, balm or blade. No gray for the fractured heart. Jung's age drowned in it. Ideologies idolized, complexities crucified. Intimately, it starves souls. Simplicities shackle over reality's rich riot. Theft carves canyons. Connections calcify. Creativity crumbles. Life's labyrinth fled for linear lies. Healing harvests, holding the tension. Transcendent function triumphant. Ego elastic for enigmas. Contradictions cradled. Friend flawed yet cherished. Your venom veiled in velvet. No haste to harmonize. Simmer in suspension. Sparks of synthesis sparking. Shadow schooled. Light laced with dusk. You dwell in depth. Complexity, comrade. Jung's philosopher. Polarized by poles. Forged fusion in the forge. Tension tempers the tool. Innovation ignited, art from ache, insight from impasse, outed. No flaccid fence-sitting, fortified finesse. Reality's raw render engaged, fantasies forsaken. The crown awaits, boundaries breathed, the seventh sign's serene sentinel. Wholeness whispers, heed. Emissions, pression. Submarine 7, boundaries breathed, the integrated warrior's unyielding grace. Facades fragility, yielding endlessly, then shattering spectacularly. Boundaries brittle or ballistic. Unhealed, persona parades. Shadow seethes subterranean till seismic. Jung's eruptions in the relations between the ego and the unconscious. Perfection's powder keg igniting implosions or infernos. Absorb all, explode none, or vice versa. Drama's desperate dam against deluge. Inhibition inhales ease, limits as life's lullaby, exhaled without effort. No defense, no detonation, just declaration. This nourishes, that neglects. Shadow sanctified, selfishness sanctified, ire invoked. You claim space sans shame. Jung's executives, explosive once, now navigate needs natively. I withdraw here. Ripples, not ruptures. Sempionship. This poise? The pinnacle. Compassion calibrated. Force finely feathered. Jung's complete warriors. Gifts galvanized. Perception parrying perils. Empathy extended electively. Sensitivity sovereign, not subjugated. Woven, the dawn you deserve. Jung quested, not for quiescence, but quintessence. Shadow not slain, but symphonied. Your full octave orchestrated. These signs sing your symphony. Projections parted, empathy elected, sight synced, gaslights grazed, repetitions relinquished, tensions treasured, boundaries breathed. Not gentled, but galvanized, dysfunction's dread, authenticity's anchor. You've alchemized abyss to aurora, the rarest right, healed to hazard the hollow, haven the honest. 10th echo in you? Which sign stirred the storm to still? Share, your spark saves siblings in shadow. Subscribe for Jung's jagged jewels. Next, the empath's arsenal. Sensitivity sharpened to supremacy.